Are you garbage?
By the way, I love the. I got a porn story to tell that's the trashiest thing ever. But I can tell you later.
Fire away.
I've told this on a pod before, so I'm sorry. But my friend, you mentioned seeing your friend's parents fucking in a Polaroid.
They weren't fucking. It was tasteful posing.
Oh. Yeah, you might have added some of that too.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, you remember being a threesome with your nephew's parents?
So me and my friends used to skateboard. We're all sweaty. We run back upstairs. My friend goes, "I'm going to jump in the shower." You know, we're hanging out in his room. And so, you know, it's the 90s, so there's a stack of VHS tapes. One of them says skate. So we're like, put on a skate video. We put it in. It goes, you know, it's all fuzzy.
The tracking.
Yeah. And then it cuts to a bathroom closet door is like cutting off half the frame. And it's his sister naked with the shower running, about to get in the shower. And she's like
figuring
looking
it
in
out
the mirror,
a little
figuring
bit.
it out. Yeah, like
feeling
trying
herself,
to be sexy,
maybe.
feeling herself, touching the
I'm
nip,
listening.
looking at her butt, you know, and we're just like,
What
the fuck is going on? Oh my God, holy shit. And then we're just freaking out. It's like half excited, half curious, half confused. And then he comes out, you know, he's got the towel, like, "Hey, what's up?" And he like tackles the TV. And we're like, "What the fuck is that?" He's like, "You don't understand. She owed me money. I had to bribe her." And I just think he wanted to see a nude woman. It was pre-internet, and this is what he had.
Holy shit.
So he hid a fucking camera in the bathroom, and got some footage.
Jesus
And we just happened to find it.
Christ.
Yeah, he's dead now.
Sister killed him.
But it's weird being a young boy, and this is pre-porn, like online.
It is. That's fucking nuts. I think I've talked about this before. My buddy, we were like looking for weed or something in his parents' room, and like they let us. He just like let us go through.
Oh wow.
And
We all did that, though.
I know.
Totally.
We ransacked everybody's parents' bedroom at one point.
That's what I've never.
It was like everybody. It was like getting in the mob. Everybody had to do it. You couldn't hold out.
Yeah, totally.
Not at my place.
Oh, really?
No. My dad had like money hidden and shit. Yeah. It was,
What do you think we were looking for?
But we were looking for weed, and like, I guess you were also looking for whatever. You were hoping for something weird and kinky or whatever.
Of course.
And my buddy, not the kid whose house it was, another friend, the third party, pulled a plastic bag out from under the bed. It was like whips and chains, and,
Oh,
like, a
wow.
ball gag and shit. And like he like picked up a dildo. Was like, "Look at this!" And my buddy's like, "Put that down." I was like, "Whoa, this was fucking
Family heirloom.
embarrassing, dude."
Yeah. Whenever you find that stuff, the first thing you do is have to smell it.
Oh yeah,
You find a dildo.
You got to figure it out.
Yeah, that was always to find the panties. You got to smell. There's always a smell thing. With that.
Little boys, fucking teenage boys are fucking dirt balls, man.
I think I've told you this. My buddy's dad owned like 3 independent movie rental companies, like Epic Video or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And then Blockbuster came in, shut him down, and he sold all the movies, but kept all the porn.
Oh yeah.
So we didn't know, and we were down the basement, and it was just boxes, like fucking floor to ceiling, but U-Haul boxes.
Could you imagine?
But we didn't know it was porn. These were just, dude, the whole basement, like floor to like tens of thousands of tapes. So we're sitting there and like, but it was like out of a movie. It was like Goonies. Like we were like wrestling and like fell onto the box and it opened up. And we're like, dude, there's all fucking porn in here. He goes,
Anal astronauts. What the fuck?
He's like, these are all porn. We're like, what the fuck? And we were like, and so we were like,
you
dude,
go into the speech. Up there is their time, man. down here is our time, man. Now I'm watching all these pornos and beating off.
It was Gazongas 3 was the first one we took. Gazongas 3.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Paul who had the balls to take it. Gazongas 3.
You jerked off so many times. You're like, "Hey, you guys!" Oh wow!
The Fratelli brothers.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Shout out to Goonies. What a fucking movie.
What a flick.
Good
We had
times.
one. that
You
we
passed
shared,
around.
and I remember the dialogue. I'm telling you right now, those tapes are from my house, and one of them is Police Academy, the original police that has a crazy boob scene at a bonfire.
I don't remember that.
In the middle of it.
Dude, was that 80s or 90s?
It was 80s.
Dude, 80s boob scenes.
Oh my
The
god!
chicks would just come out of would just cut to a scene
yeah.
with chicks with the big banana boobs running around.
And they had the tan lines from the bikinis.
Oh boy, pull it up. The 80s, because porn is so easy to get now. It's in your it's on your phone.
I gotta
like,
get off of. I gotta get away from it.
Same.
It's too much.
You gotta get off. But yeah, it's funny because when you see those, it's almost like when you have a song on your iPod or whatever. It's fine, but when it comes on the radio in your car, it's exciting. And it's the same with old boobs. You know, when they come
Yeah.
on spontaneously, like, oh shit, oh boob, but you would never look up boobs.
Sure. of
You never
course.
go boobs.
Boobs,
you
yeah.
know? But when you see one,
When you see one kind of in the wild, it's a little
Yes.
more unexpected. You know what I mean? You're like,
Exactly.
"Ooh, yeah.
And kids today, they'll never have that. And it's funny you related that to the song because I used to be like that. Like a song would play and I'd be like, oh my God, I love that song. Wouldn't know the name, wouldn't know who it was. Would be like spend months trying to figure out what it was, trying to find it. Then it would come on again. You'd be like, oh my God, this is it.
totally.
And now it's just like, fucking Pandora, whatever you want to hear. It's fucking
you
crazy.
can type in like 3 lyrics and you'll find it.
Yeah.
in Google.
Good stuff.
Good old days.
The
huh?
good old days, gang.
Do you think
Fucking-
people did this back? Because technology's obviously changing at a
Sure.
rapid rate. But do you think back when it was changing slower, they were older guys when like the phonograph came out who were like, oh, remember we had to learn to play the banjo.
Sure,
Now
yeah,
you guys
yeah,
can
yeah.
do this, this, and this.
These guys and their fancy FM radio.
Yeah, we had to paint guys. Now you can just take a flash photography.
Yeah,
When I was a kid,
I'm sure. Of course.
I
It's
used to-
human nature.
I used to
human
think
nature.
about that in the 80s, like even like the little access we had to like pornography and stuff like that. I still would like think back to like my dad's generation and be like, man, that must have fucking sucked.
Yeah.
To watch a stag film, you had to get
I
on
know.
16 millimeter,
Reel
you had to
to
have a
reel.
projector.
Yeah.
Yeah, that must, and it was probably terrible.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not taking care of themselves like they are. now.
No.
It's also weird to think, and I'm sorry, we're
No,
riffing
this is
and
perfect.
rapping.
This is the
Do it.
show, baby.
Okay, but think about like